Emmerdale star Susan Cookson played Wendy Posner in the ITV soap for nearly 6 years, but she's now left the village for good. Susan Cookson, who portrayed Wendy Posner in Emmerdale, bid farewell to the village after 6 years during Friday's January 17 episode. Now available on ITVX, her exit plot involved Wendy being embroiled in a blackmail scheme with a journalist, following the publication of an article about her murky past and suggesting her involvement in April Windsor's disappearance. Susan joined the cast of Emmerdale in 2019, after a challenging period in her personal life. She lost her husband, actor Malcolm Skates, to a brain tumor in 2016, reports Leeds Live. He was known for his roles in shows like Shameless, Holby City, Waterloo Road, The Bill and Doctors. After caring for Malcolm as his health declined, Susan, who married him in 1993 and had 2 children with him, contemplated switching from acting to nursing. However, a call from Emmerdale altered her career trajectory. In a candid chat with The Mirror, Susan disclosed, "I was at a bit of a crossroads in my life through one thing and another, and I decided that I wanted a more regular job. I started to think about changing careers and going into nursing. My husband, who is sadly no longer with us, had been very poorly and I'd nursed him." She continued, "And I played a lot of doctors and nurses over the years, so it was a career I knew a bit about. I was in my car, about 10 minutes away from this meeting, when my phone went. It was Emmerdale producer Jane Hudson. I worked with her many moons ago on Casualty, but I'd not spoken to her for years." Besides her current stint in Emmerdale, Susan has made a name for herself as Maggie Coldwell in BBC's Casualty and Kath Wiley in Doctors. She's also recognized for her roles as Tanya in Early Doors and Janice Piper in Clocking Off. Long goodbye, Susan Cookson's exit from Emmerdale and her journey to stardom. In a poignant moment for fans of the beloved British soap opera Emmerdale, Susan Cookson, who has captivated audiences with her portrayal of Wendy Posner, bid farewell to the small town she called home for nearly 6 years. This farewell transpired during the emotional episode that aired on January 17, now available for viewers on ITVX. In a gripping storyline, Wendy found herself entangled in a web of deceit and blackmail, initiated by a journalist who wove together a narrative connected to her shadowy past. This controversy was further complicated by hints of Wendy's potential involvement in the mysterious disappearance of April Windsor, highlighting the complex layers of her character that had developed over the years. Susan Cookson's journey into the world of Emmerdale began in 2019, a time that coincided with a deeply challenging period in her personal life. In 2016, she faced the heart-wrenching loss of her husband, actor Malcolm Skates, to a brain tumor. His passing was a significant moment not just for Susan, but also for the acting community, as Malcolm was recognized for his valued contributions to numerous television series, including Shameless, Holby City, Waterloo Road, The Bill and Doctors. Reflecting on her husband's struggle with health issues, Cookson revealed that she had contemplated shifting her career path from acting to nursing. Having cared for Malcolm during his illness, the idea of pursuing nursing felt like a natural progression. The couple shared a deep bond, marrying in 1993 and raising 2 children together, which added further weight to her considerations about her future. In an emotional interview with The Mirror, Susan shared her thoughts during this pivotal time in her life. "I was at a bit of a crossroads in my life through one thing and another, and I decided that I wanted a more regular job," she explained. "I started to think about changing careers and going into nursing. My husband, who is sadly no longer with us, had been very poorly and I'd nursed him." This candid revelation underscores how experiences in her personal life influenced her professional aspirations. She went on to describe the fateful moment when everything changed. "I was in my car, about 10 minutes away from this meeting, when my phone went. It was Emmerdale producer Jane Hudson. I'd worked with her many years ago on Casualty, but I hadn't spoken to her for years. It was this unexpected call that rekindled her acting career and led her back to the world of television." Beyond her iconic role in Emmerdale, Susan Cookson has built an impressive career in the entertainment industry, showcasing her talent in various roles. She is perhaps best known for her character Maggie Coldwell in BBC's Casualty, and has also made a mark with her portrayal of Kath Wiley in Doctors. Her acting prowess was further recognized in her roles as Tanya in Early Doors and Janice Piper in the drama
Cookson's
series
journey
demonstrates the resilience and adaptability of an artist. She transitioned from personal tragedy to professional triumph, using her experience and talents to breathe life into complex characters that resonate with viewers. Wendy Posner's storyline in Emmerdale was a testament to this talent, weaving intrigue and emotional depth that captivated the audience until her departure. As she moves on from the village, her fans are left reflecting on the impactful stories she has brought to life over the years. The impact of her performance as Wendy will undoubtedly linger, but Susan's journey does not end here. With her wealth of experience, she is well positioned to embrace new challenges and projects in the entertainment industry. In conclusion, Susan Cookson's departure from Emmerdale marks the end of an era for her character, Wendy Posner. Yet, it is also a new beginning for Cookson herself, who has shown remarkable strength in navigating the complexities of life and career. As she looks forward to future opportunities, fans eagerly await what lies ahead for this talented actress who has, time and again, left an indelible mark on British television. Her journey serves as a reminder of the profound connections that storytelling can foster and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Whether she returns to the small screen in a new role or embarks on an entirely different path, one thing is certain. Susan Cookson will continue to inspire and entertain audiences long after leaving the village of Emmerdale behind. British soap operas have always held a special place in the hearts of viewers, and Emmerdale stands out as a cherished gem within this genre. Over the years, it has introduced audiences to a myriad of characters, each woven into the intricate tapestry of village life. Among these memorable figures, Wendy Posner, played by Susan Cookson, has captured the imagination of fans since her debut in 2019. Yet, as with all stories, Wendy's narrative has reached its conclusion, with Susan's poignant exit from the village marking a significant moment for both the actress and her devoted audience. Susan Cookson's farewell aired on January 17, with an emotionally charged episode now accessible on ITVX. Viewers watched as Wendy found herself ensnared in a gripping blackmail scheme with a journalist, whose exposure revealed unsettling details about her past and hinted at her potential involvement in April Windsor's troubling disappearance. This storyline not only showcased Wendy's vulnerability but also highlighted the show's ability to tackle complex themes of morality and redemption. New beginnings often spring from challenging circumstances, and Susan's entry into Emmerdale was no different. Joining the cast in 2019 came at a time when her life had been upended by personal loss. Susan faced the heart-wrenching death of her husband, Malcolm Skates, an accomplished actor in his own right, who succumbed to a brain tumor in 2016. His passing was not just a loss for Susan, but for the entire acting community, as he had touched many lives through his work in popular series such as Shameless, Holby City, Waterloo Road, The Bill, and Doctors. Navigating grief is a deeply personal journey. For Susan, caring for Malcolm during his illness ignited a desire to change the trajectory of her own career. As she dedicated herself to nursing her husband, the thought crossed her mind that perhaps she should transition from the performing arts to a more stable profession in healthcare. The intimacy of those moments shared during his illness had a profound impact on her, prompting her to contemplate a future beyond acting. In an honest and heartfelt conversation with The Mirror, Susan revealed, "I was at a bit of a crossroads in my life through one thing and another, and I decided that I wanted a more regular job. I started to think about changing careers and going into nursing. I had played a lot of doctors and nurses over the years, so it was a career I knew a bit about." The interplay between her personal and professional lives epitomizes a universal truth. Our experiences shape who we become, often leading us down unexpected paths. Just as she was grappling with this shift in focus, a twist of fate occurred. While driving, just 10 minutes away from an important meeting about pursuing nursing, her phone rang. It was the producer of Emmerdale, Jane Hudson, a name from her past. It turned out Susan had worked with her on Casualty many years prior. That call marked a turning point for Susan, bringing her back to acting and leading her to embrace the role of Wendy Posner, a character whose complexities would resonate with viewers and challenge the actress to delve deep into her craft. Throughout her tenure on Emmerdale, Susan contributed to numerous astonishing storylines that showcased her character's depth, resilience, and moral dilemmas.